you guys, your either of the spouses, okay, either of the partners might have some sort of transferable jobs, or they want to move jobs very often. So there is going to be a need to adapt to locations out here. Okay, I am getting that you guys, in terms of your home life, okay, in terms of your home life, I feel the feminine energy is going to be keeping the home very beautiful. I don't think, I think the masculine energy in this pile is more of a person who has their own goals, okay? They have big plans, big achievements, they want to make more money, the sense I'm getting with this is that this person wants to keep it mild, or keep it kind of not too luxurious, their life or their lifestyle. They don't want to keep it too luxurious until they have a big breakthrough in their career. All right, there is going to be a big change of path in terms of your spouse as well, in terms of their work, the masculine energy. Okay, maybe this person might up and want to leave for another job in a different country, or okay, different city, different country, and the feminine energy will have to adapt to that, okay? Because I really feel the masculine energy has some big goals, and only after they achieve those goals, they are going to like relax into all of the things that the feminine energy wants. Okay, but it's like the feminine energy here might be a bit like premature in wanting all of these things, and this is where you guys will have to settle a little bit, compromise, okay? Because one wants everything all at once, and the other one wants to do this after they have what do you call it, achieved certain goals, maybe financial goals, career goals, or something on those lines. Okay, so that will be a big compromise point. Okay, so if this person has if the masculine has goals such as like I'm going to sort of plug away at my job in like for like 10 years, and then we can relax and buy a house, and go out and have like vacations and this and that. Okay, whereas the feminine wants to start off in terms of the house and stuff. Right now there will have to be a midpoint reached. Okay, like let's say instead of 10 years that the masculine has in mind, it would have he would have to compromise on 5 years. Okay, because both of the people matter here. I don't know why I am getting that this is going to be a pretty major, I would say, challenge for both of you to compromise on each other's sort of like goals. Because if you don't, then I am seeing for some of you that if you don't compromise, okay, then this might go south, like this might not work out. But that's just a small message. Okay, I am actually seeing compromise here with the change of focus, big sense of compromise. And then there is going to be a huge breakthrough in this marriage, where you guys are not going to be feeling like at loggerheads with each other. And this is why I was getting like live in the now. Okay, because it's like both of you guys have like future plans. Okay, and because of the future you guys might because of your own individual future plans, you guys might just ruin your present, because it's like the masculine is like, I don't know why she keeps wanting to do things right now when I've told her I want it 10 years later. Okay, why does she want to buy a house right now when I want to do it 10 years later? Okay, and the feminine is like, if he's not going to do it now, when is he going to do this? Okay, like, is he even going to do this? And in that sort of energy, you guys might forget to live in the moment, forget to live this beautiful connection. Because I am getting with the sun card here, there is a lot of attraction, this connection. So now that's the compatibility part of it. So I'm gonna leave that aside now, and now I'm coming to the really beautiful parts. Okay, see, I am getting over here with the sun card, there's going to be a lot of intense attraction between both of you. Okay, immense attraction. All right, like your sex life actually is going to rocket. like literally, there is going to be, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attraction that both of you have, okay? And seriously, like, this might just be the saving grace, in your connection when you guys are at, like, in this fight mode, okay? I really feel this will be the bonding factor between both of you, okay? Because the chemistry that both of you have is off the charts, guys, okay? It's almost transformative. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like, when you guys get intimate, like, every other grudge or hurt or disappointment just vanishes. The focus is only on the love making, okay? So this is what is going to save this connection in the initial years when it's going through ups and downs, is what I'm getting, okay? High attraction, high chemistry, okay? I'm also seeing like magnetic, you guys will be magnetized towards each other, okay? And I am getting that it's going to be a very fulfilling sex life here, all right? Really, really, it's gonna ensure that the bond stays, all right? I'm going to see this card a little bit more. Is there anything I'm getting here? Yeah, very abundant, okay? Very abundant, like something that you cannot, very shiny, okay? Something you cannot, for example, something you cannot resist, even if you guys are in a sort of fight or something like that, and it might just suddenly come upon you, that, like, you guys might get intimate and then it's over, any bad feelings, any hurt is just over. Like I said, it's going to be like a cathartic experience. This card coming up, in this reading is really telling me about the off the charts chemistry, okay? Right. Now, in terms of what else am I getting? I am getting, in terms of like your lifestyle, guys, I am seeing kind of, I was telling you, right, you guys might have to adapt to some sort of relocations, and that might be a kind of like a, discussion. That might be like a discussion that both of you have, that, like, do you think that we should go here? This is what needs to change, that's what needs to change. So yeah, I am getting a sense of some sort of travel, or one big moment where you will have to maybe relocate to another land. Yeah, I'm seeing that with breakthrough and change your focus. There is going to be something about like relocation that will come up in terms of your marriage, and you guys might be a little bit undecided, okay? Because you might have to leave behind your previous place which you've been comfortable with, all right? However, this relocation is going to it's going to be very, very beneficial for both of you, okay? That's the sense I'm getting that, like, maybe when you guys are staying where you're staying currently, okay, it's possible that there are other people around, and so, your expectations get kind of colored because of maybe your family, the people around you. But when you guys move, to another location where there's just both of you together, right, I'm getting that everything is going to fall into place, okay? And this change of location or travel or relocation, it's going to be very good for you guys, okay? So when that time comes, please do go ahead and sort of, go with it, go with the flow, because this is like the divine giving you, I would say, this is the divine giving you a chance, to sort of build your marriage on a very strong footing, okay? Now, I am also getting that, see, in terms of, there might be silences, in this marriage. I don't know why I'm getting that, okay? It's possible that after, like, some sort of a fight or some sort of argument, maybe one person wants to sit there and discuss things, okay? Or they are waiting for the other person to cool down and then they can discuss, okay? But the other person, just wants to be in hermit mode, All right. So yeah, there might be in the initial periods, there might be a tendency for the masculine energy to not want to discuss things, and this might upset the feminine energy. Okay, there might be periods of waiting, and it's also possible that at some point you guys, like the feminine energy, might just get fed up of this, of confusion, of not wanting to, like, of not knowing answers from the masculine, and they might just, like, go for a, vacation by themselves, or go to maybe their parents' house or their friend's house, just to get away from this silence. Okay, but like I once again, I'm getting that, see, this is because this is needed, this is going to happen initially because the masculine energy needs to grow up. Okay, they need to take responsibility, they cannot be in that sort of, like, isolated world where it's just them, and this will happen. And once this happens, guys, okay, it's going to be a very beautiful marriage, very abundant. Okay, never ending chemistry. I'm seeing travel here. I'm also seeing the feminine setting up, like the house very beautifully. Okay, so that the masculine feels comfortable here. Okay, I'm seeing the masculine as a very hard worker, someone who has, ambition. Okay, somebody who wants to succeed. Okay, and works very hard for that. All right, so both of you have these beautiful qualities, to you. All right, and it's just that, like, they need to arise, they need to come out, and this connection is going to make a very beautiful and mature side of both of you come out. Okay, yes, there might be upsets here and there, all right, which I feel all relationships have, and they are very necessary, right? These upsets are only going to make you guys grow into the best versions of yourself. All right, yes, it's a very intense connection, and that is the reason why they are saying that when things are calm, guys, enjoy your life, because it's going to be like the sun. When things are calm, it's going to be very happy. It's going to be like you guys can't take your hands off of each other. You want to travel, you have fun, you have jokes between both of you. When you guys are getting along, it's like a house on fire. Okay, but when you don't get along, it's like the end. That's why I was getting this intense energy. This is going to be a very intense marriage, guys. Okay, and by intensity I mean that when the highs will be highest and the lows will be lowest. Okay, but once you guys, have come into equilibrium, once you guys have compromised, okay, you have grown and learned, this marriage is going to be a very successful, very abundant and happy connection, because the sun stands for happiness. Like, people who are in love, even when they're old, okay, they keep squabbling. Like, literally, I get that picture. An old couple who's been together for years and years, and they still squabble. So sweet. Okay, but they know that they're not going anywhere because they love each other so much, right? They keep getting pulled back into each other's orbit, right? That's the sort of marriage you guys are going to have. You will grow old together, but there will be, a big need to compromise here, and then there will be a breakthrough in this marriage. All right, in terms of lifestyle, I am seeing, like, later, when all these incompatibilities are ironed out, I'm actually seeing you guys in a very, like, I would say lavish. The word I'm getting is lavish. Okay, like, you will have enough money, you will have plenty of money. With the sun, I'm getting a lot of career success, financial success together. Maybe both of you are going to be working. I am definitely getting that the feminine energy will be, as well as the masculine. Both of them are working, right? Yeah, but the later part of this marriage, after things are ironed out, is going to be very abundant and lavish. Okay, it's possible you guys might travel for holidays, okay, to different locations. It's also possible that you guys make a house. I am getting a very beautiful house. All right. I'm also getting like yeah, travel, house. Yeah, these are like, I'm just getting like a lifestyle. I'll give a quick peek. Okay, there's a big basket of fruits here. Okay, so I feel you guys might be foodies. You'd love to, try out different cuisines. See, it's gonna be really beautiful. Okay, there's gonna be a turning point, however, in this marriage. All right, where you will have to take a decision whether you can compromise or not. Okay, because yeah, initially there are going to be differences. However, what is going to make you take the decision to be together in this marriage is going to be the intense chemistry between both of you. Okay, like really, I'm also getting the sense of kids like in multiple here. Okay, because with the sun and that basket of fruits, it's like, if you want, you can have like as many as you want. That's the sense I'm getting. But yeah, like this marriage will need to be, to work. Okay, to be worked at. Yes, because it's just too intense. It's like I'm also getting the sense that this is just like two very strong people, who are coming together, and so there has to be some sort of a compromise, some sort of like adjustments. All right. However, once that is done, guys, it's going to be amazing. All right, it is just going to be a very beautiful marriage. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm getting in terms of how your married life is going to be like, pile one. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Bye. Okay, so pile number 2 with the jasper, the Kambaba jasper, the green colored stone, as well as the jade. Okay, what is your married life going to be like? Okay, let's have a look. See, I'm going to look at this card first because it generally tells me about like a summary of the connection or the marriage. So be the bigger person. All right, so see, first of all, with the greens here, okay, I am getting that this is going to be a very loving connection, very heartfelt connection, very heartfelt marriage with lots and lots of emotion, okay, to share, to experience. All right, very abundant connection as well. But with the tagline here saying be the bigger person, it's possible that in this marriage, you will have to be the bigger person, you or your partner. All right, like for example, like every relationship goes through ups and downs, through conflicts and stuff like that, and there is a message here that you guys are going to be those kind of people who kind of like compromise and adjust and forgive and things like that. Okay, you will be the bigger person in this marriage, your partner will be the bigger person in this marriage. This is a very mature connection is what I'm getting. Okay, it's going to be very mature. All right, yeah, loving, mature, compromising, understanding, and just a whole lot of emotion in this pile. Okay, beautiful message. So okay, so let's keep this aside and look at our other cards. What else? Wow, see, I told you there's a lot of love in this marriage. Love, death, King of Cups, yeah, all that emotion. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, okay, counterparts. All right. Then we have the High Priestess and the Mars and Venus card. And we have Miracles. Wow, what a beautiful spread. Okay, guys. So just give me a sec. Let me just arrange the cards according to what I see, and then I will get back. Okay, guys. So let us begin. All right. So how will your married life be? Couple number 2. Okay, so see, the first thing I'm getting is that this connection, this marriage is somehow miraculous. Okay, there is so much of There's going to be so much of love, so much of bondedness between both of you that it's going to seem like a miracle. Okay, it's a wonder to behold such a deep and sacred, and like just a deep and sacred love like this. Okay, I'm also getting that even the way you meet your person, okay, is going to be somewhat of a miracle. Okay, there obviously, this is not about how you'll meet, but there is something here about maybe the way you meet is going to be a miracle. And also maybe you guys have wished for a partner just like this, and vice versa, they have also wished the same. Okay, and then when you guys meet, it's going to be like almost like love at first sight. I don't know why I'm getting this. It's almost like you guys are spiritually attached. Okay, you guys are spiritually blended with each other, and so when you guys meet each other or lay eyes on each other for the first time, this love is going to be pretty much instant, is what I'm getting. Okay, and if not instant, then it's going to develop very fast, because energetically you guys are linked together. Okay, with the High Priestess card over here, I'm getting many past lives that you guys have lived together, as spouses, as counterparts. Okay, and so that's why when you guys meet in this lifetime, when you connect, it's going to feel like a miracle, because you're like, oh my gosh, like my person gets me, or I get them, like just like that. Okay, this is going to be a very intuitive connection, very telepathic, very intuitive, like you just know what your partner is feeling for you, what they want from you, and you'll be able to pick up on whatever their vibration is towards you or what they want. Okay, it's a very bonded connection, I'm seeing this. Okay, and I am seeing that you guys are going to grow, you guys are going to grow in wisdom, you're going to grow in love. Like the more you interact with each other, the more this love grows, the more the wisdom grows, the more the energy grows. Okay, this is like literally a past life connection that is coming through. Okay, for the people who are very spiritual, I am getting here with the King of Cups, High Priestess, miracles. See, I am getting that some of you might even have like a lot many past life recalls, because this connection is ancient. Okay, it is something that has a huge and long history here. Okay, which some of you will be able to tap into. It's gonna come in a flood, maybe visions of past lives, or just feelings, that you didn't even know that you held. Okay, when you guys connect, all of these, I would say inner wisdom or inner knowledge is going to come flooding out. Okay, it might be a very intense and kind of explosive meeting, is what I'm getting. There's something here about a meeting which is going to be miraculous. Okay, that's the first sense I'm getting. There's something hidden about it. Maybe you guys are just going to be taken aback how this will happen, or it's going to be a hidden meeting, just both of you together, exchanging knowledge, exchanging ideas, throughout the marriage. Even I am seeing a lot of exchange of wisdom. Okay, growth for both of you, wisdom, growth of wisdom, growth of love. Okay, growth of even spiritual knowledge here. Okay, the unfolding or the discovery of spiritual, I would say the unfolding of spiritual knowledge. I don't know why I'm getting that. With the High Priestess and love, it's like, first of all, I'm getting there is a past life connection. This has gone on for many past lives, and you guys will tap into it, quite a few of you. And for others of you, I'm just getting that this connection brings out knowledge within you, growth within you, ascension. All right, you're going to become the best versions of each other when both of you are together. Okay, it's going to be a constant and beautiful evolution, and this connection is going to just keep growing and growing and blooming and blooming. You are going to be both of you are going to be each other's wish fulfillment, guys. Okay, something that you have deeply wished in your heart, like a partner like this, and you will get this person. Okay, however, it's going to involve growth as well, and growth, because I get the death card here, and growth is not very easy, is it? Right? So yeah, I am getting that. Okay, there will be many transformations in this connection, many epiphanies, many self realizations, uh, higher and higher versions of each other that are going to be coming through. Okay, this is either a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, so take that as it resonates. But this is going to be a very transformative connection because of the history it has. Okay, because there's very deep love, there's even memory, a sacredness, spirituality involved here, transformations involved here, okay, miracles involved here. All right, but all of the spiritual energy needs to ground. It needs to ground. Like, how can you, for example, how can you catch a thunderstorm? I don't know why I got that. How do you catch a thunderstorm, right? It's almost like that. Tapping into such a powerful love, okay, is going to take some work for both of you, okay? Because it's like you have to bring it down here, right? As above, so below. So wow, what a start. All right, so this is definitely a very, very strong connection. All right, now coming to more of how this connection is going to go, because we're looking at married life here. How is your married life going to be? See, I do have a feeling, guys, that both of you might be operating out of your practical side, your brain side, when you encounter each other, however you encounter each other. You guys are gonna be like, how it is, right? In the 3D, like, you have to be careful. You can't just go like all out like this. I see this woman who's like really guarded. She has a sword up, and so one partner will be having a lot of boundaries here. Okay, might even be a little harsh, initially, either before this becomes a marriage or even after. Okay, it's going to take some time for both of you to soften to each other, is what I'm sensing. Okay, and see, this is the Queen of Swords, this is the King of Swords, they are counterparts. Okay, however, with the King of Swords, this is a person who's just observing. Okay, one person might be just observing the other person, not coming forth, not expressing, being quiet, because they don't trust yet. Okay, and the other person is going to be like so guarded, like, I'm not going to tell you anything about my feelings, because who knows who you are. Oh my gosh. Okay, however, both of you are going to be like literally operating out of like one side of the energy. I feel the emotion and the love is already there, but it's going to be expressed later. Okay, there are going to be multiple transformations in this marriage, before this marriage as well as after this marriage. Okay, like, you guys, I was telling you, you're going to become the highest versions of each other. And so from this energy of very practical people, looking at love or relationships with practicality, you guys are going to switch into this very receptive and expressive and concerned and caring energy. Okay, now going to this Mars and Venus card, it says don't give unsolicited advice when listening to him. This is for Venus, which is the feminine. Okay, and for the masculine, it says look her in the eye when listening to her. Okay, so yeah, what I'm getting here, that could be like a point of conflict or disagreement here, is that maybe the masculine energy in this connection might be a bit avoidant, is what I'm getting. Okay, like, when people don't look you in the eye while they, while you are talking, that means they don't take you seriously, right? Yeah, so there might be this sense here, because see, a King of Swords is also a person who is very intelligent, very smart, very intelligent. They know their plans, they are very well planned and stuff like that. So there might be a tendency of one partner to think that they know everything, like they don't want, like, any suggestions or something like that. Okay, and with the and that's why when the feminine is giving them some suggestions or trying to talk to them, about her emotions or something like that, they might be a bit avoidant, or they might be a bit dismissive, is what I'm hearing. They might be like, oh, like, oh, not another talk. Oh my gosh, okay, so that's sort of a thing, all right, like, maybe even not sharing their own feelings about whatever the partner has said. Yes, there is a dismissive quality about the masculine, okay. There might even be things that the masculine might hide from the feminine, okay, which, not, I'm not getting this as something bad, okay. It's just that they don't want to worry her. You know how most husbands are, like, they don't want to tell their wife that, like, I went through this conflict at work, or this might happen. So yeah, there is a sense of, like, this is coming out of protectiveness. However, your partner is your equal, this is your friend, this is your other half. You have to let the person know, what is going on, whether it's good or bad, okay. You guys, the masculine has to be open here. There is a sense of hiding here. King of Swords is also a person who doesn't talk much, so yeah, there is that, okay. And coming to the feminine energy here, it says don't give unsolicited advice when listening to him. Yeah, so Queen of Swords is a person who's very intelligent as well. You guys are really well matched. I must say. Okay, see, even like, your partner is also going to be very, very, I feel the feminine also is going to be very intelligent, okay. And so they would like to pitch in, all right. They would love to pitch in, they would love to give suggestions, they would love to know what is happening in a certain situation or in a certain area of your life, all right. And it might be that the feminine might push it, like it says don't give unsolicited advice when listening to him. So let's just say the masculine is telling you something, okay, is telling the feminine something, sharing something, telling them the feelings. The feminine might act like a little like, wanting to find a solution, all right, giving advice, like, do it like that, do it like this. I mean, she's coming out of a good place because she wants to help. However, sometimes, there is just a need to share and not have anyone want to fix it, right? You don't need a person to fix things. You can fix it yourself. You just want a partner who can listen, all right. So this communication, I think, would be a little bit of a issue for you guys, whether before marriage or after marriage also, okay. I'm also getting, like, high priestess here. So there is a tendency for, I think, both the partners, I would say, for both the partners to hide, okay, hide their feelings. Or, I would say that the masculine is more into the hiding and the feminine is more into over talking. Ooh, which I would say, yeah, women do talk quite a bit. I feel, but not necessary. Obviously, this energy can be applied to anyone. One person is, good at hiding feelings, not discussing, avoiding, hiding, all those things. One person is overly talkative, overly interfering, giving unsolicited advice rather than just, like, letting the other do what they want to do, okay. This will be a bit of a conflict point for both of you guys, okay. And when this has happened, like, quite a few times, there is there might be a tendency to just shut down your feelings, okay. Just shut down what you want to share, okay. The sharing might be hampered in this connection because of wrong styles of communication here, okay. One is coming on too strong, the other one is quiet. So yeah, this is something you guys will have to work, and you will work, okay, because there is a lot of love in this connection. It's a miracle of a connection, okay. And so with death, I am seeing these unhealthy patterns of communicating and relating with each other are going to be walked away from, okay. This connection is going to undergo a huge transformation, okay, where after this transformation I'm seeing that the feelings are going to be very beautifully shared. What was once hidden is now going to be shared all through the way. Okay, there's going to be equal give and take. All right, not holding back, not hiding, not over talking, however, the initial part of your journey might need these adjustments, which is very normal, right, for any couple, right? I'm also getting that the feminine energy can be a little too guarded, like boundaries. Okay, they might be having just way too many boundaries. Maybe because this person is like, a little bit, I would say a little, uh, yeah, this person is like smart. Okay, they have a lot of knowledge and this and that. They've probably had a lot of experiences in their life which have hurt them. Okay, and that's why they've shut the door and they are very guarded. Okay, so yeah, one person here is very going to be very guarded with their heart. Okay, I don't know why. I mean, like, there is a sense here of hesitation in sharing feelings, not just from one person but from both. Okay, one person is too guarded because of their negative experiences in the past. The other person is going to be quiet and just observing and not sharing because they want to understand the other person and why they're behaving so strict. Okay, so both of you are not communicating here, right? So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a obstacle in your connection, but you are advised to have open and free communication. This is where it's going to get to. You guys are going to stop all these unhealthy ways of relating. There might even be huge transformations, that will happen in order for you to get rid of these type of, sort of very strict sort of energies, hidden, strict, and very practical type of energies. I think both of you are people who have seen the world, okay, and it's a little tough for you guys to trust people, is the sense I'm getting over here. Okay, and so there might be a period of time before which trust is established, okay, and behaviors and communication change, and then it's going to be free flow. Then I'm literally seeing, guys, like, if you put this here, the King of Cups and love, there's going to be so much of expression here in this marriage. Like, you guys are not going to hide anything from each other. It's going to be the end of hiding, end of boundaries, end of being suspicious of each other. I don't know, it's just there's a big, like, turning point here is what I'm seeing, after which this connection is going to be very beautiful. It's not just smooth, but it's going to be very beautiful. Okay, so whether this is like, I mean, I feel this energy might be before marriage, honestly. Okay, because you can't get married when both of you are suspicious or having boundaries or observing each other, right? So yeah, I think this is going to be before marriage, but after marriage there's going to be some turning point which where, like, you guys are not going to hide anymore from each other. Okay, you're going to go into the light. All right, and after that turning point, the marriage will happen, and this marriage is going to be beautiful, equal give and take of emotions. I am seeing a lot of emotional expression here, telling each other how much they love each other, maybe through song, poetry, dancing, talking. Oh, it's going to be very beautiful, guys. This connection is going to be beautiful. It's going to grow so beautifully once you guys connect. Like, once you guys connect, you guys will be just birthing a very beautiful connection. Okay, I am also seeing, like, this is like, giving each other gifts. Okay, teaching each other, learning from each other, transforming each other. You guys are going to be like, kind of like, removing this sort of what do you call it, very practical way of thinking. It's going to be a new experience, guys. It's going to be full of love, is what I'm getting. Full of love. Like, you would not, maybe initially when you guys met, you wouldn't have gotten along, I feel. Okay, because both of you are like very, very smart people. I feel both of you are very experienced and very smart people. So maybe there might have been a bit of a power struggle initially. Okay. However, when this actually turns into, when you actually connect, okay, this is going to be like one of the rarest and most beautiful connections, ever. All right. I am also getting over here, you will see many miracles in your lifetime as well, together. Something about both of your love, sort of, um, makes miracles happen. I don't know why I'm getting that, okay, with the high priestess, because high priestess is a very spiritual card, right? And then we have love, all right, and then we have miracles. There's something about when both of your energy combines, it creates miracles, okay, not just for you guys, but even for people connected to you. All right. I'm also getting that you guys will be, I don't know, I'm getting the sense with this King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and High Priestess. If I pair this up, see, you guys might be very interested in spirituality, or, like hidden things, like mystery, adventure, knowledge. This is something that sparks both of you guys up. You might be very learned as well in certain things, okay? You could be professors, teachers, spiritualists, things like that. Apply as fits, but both of you are going to be equally knowledgeable, okay? It's like two powerhouses like coming together, two people who are very knowledgeable, exchanging knowledge, learning from each other, teaching each other. Yeah, you guys are going to be working perhaps also together on some sort of I'm getting innovation, some sort of an innovation, some sort of I would say discoveries, innovations, spirituality, spiritual mysteries, delving into sacred knowledge, learning from, visiting different places maybe, or going to certain higher guides, like taking information from guides maybe, people who are mentors. All right, you guys are going to be very busy. You guys are going to be very busy because you will be so fulfilled in your love life. All right, once the connection is stable, you will be so fulfilled that you would want to give, you would want to give, you would want to bring about some sort of a change in the world as well. Okay, that's the sense I'm getting. All right, it's like, oh my gosh, so this is what that means, so that is what that means. When you guys understand that, it's gonna be there is some sort of a knowledge transfer scenario that I'm getting over here. You guys might even be, after all this knowledge gathering and, learning and teaching, you guys might be embarking on a life purpose as well, to sort of help humanity in some way. Okay, together. I am seeing everything that you guys are going to do is going to be together. Okay, like it's almost like you are joined at the hip. Okay, it's very beautiful, guys. It's very beautiful. I'm also getting there are going to be many changes after marriage. Okay, maybe someone here needs to leave certain things behind, to go to for the other person, and that generally does happen in marriage, right? Yeah, it could be the giving up of a certain lifestyle, moving locations. Yeah, maybe moving cultures, different cultures, something like that. Yeah, there will be a lot of changes, not just internal changes. I am getting even external changes here. Okay, now I'm also getting that you guys are going to be very like caring to each other, like extreme concern is what I'm getting. Okay, always sort of looking out for, I would say, the person's welfare, your partner's welfare, your partner's, well-being. Okay, I would say especially the masculine energy. Okay, is like, I don't know, the masculine energy is extremely caring in this connection. Okay, with the King of Cups here, like this person will not let you, your partner will not let you out of the sight. I think the feminine energy might be a little I would say not that expressive. I would say the feminine energy might have a bit of an issue with expression of emotion, but the masculine energy has beautiful expression, and that's what's going to teach the feminine energy to express more, to trust more. I mean, there's something about the feminine energy here. I mean, if you look at it, with the High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Death, I think this person, the feminine energy might be used to being a lot on their own. Maybe previous to when they met their partner, this person might be very much into learning things, doing studies in the quiet, being by themselves, having boundaries. But all of this is going to shed, once they meet their partner. They're going to turn over a totally brand new leaf, because this masculine is a very beautifully expressive masculine, which is going to transform the feminine into being the same way. Okay, there's something about the masculine energy which is like almost it's a very beautiful energy, very different masculine, a divine masculine actually. Yeah. Okay, now coming to coming to the intimacy department. Okay, oh my gosh, like there's something here about, see, the intimacy part of your marriage is going to be, firstly, it's going to be very powerful. There's something about power here, where, because this connection holds a lot of energy, lot of love, lot of emotion, like it's like equal, both of you are equal in terms of energy, in terms of knowledge, in terms of love. And so it's almost like Clash of the Titans. Like whatever, what the heck was that? Okay, whatever. Okay, it's gonna be very powerful. It's gonna be a very powerful sexual life, I would say. Okay, like every time you guys are intimate, it's going to feel as though you have evolved or ascended or transformed. It's going to be very transformative. I don't know, there's something about it. Okay, and with that, I'm also getting it's going to be very sacred. Okay, there's something about your intimacy that's going to be very sacred. All right, there's an element of spirituality in this lovemaking. All right, lot of emotional exchange. All right, sacredness unfolding, I'm hearing. Okay, as well as power, power of intimacy here. Okay, it's going to be a very fulfilling, almost what would I say? It's going to be a very fulfilling love life, yes, but it's going to be very powerful. Now, whatever that means, okay, apply as fit. So it's going to be like a miracle, honestly. Like, you wouldn't have thought that you guys would be so compatible sexually, but it's just going to like be just simply amazing. Okay, there's something about sacredness here as well. I am also getting that the feminine energy might not be very comfortable initially, okay, but the masculine energy is going to ease them into this sort of a aspect of the marriage. Okay, maybe this person, I don't know why I'm sensing the feminine might have been very like hermetic or ascetic or something like that, very closed up. Okay, and this is all going to end. The feminine will open up to this connection, assisted very beautifully and gently by the masculine. And then this connection is going to have a lot of beautiful, sacred sex. This is sacred sex you guys are going to be indulging in, okay? And when you guys, like are intimate, it's going to feel like heaven, okay? Honestly, it's going to feel miraculous. This is what I'm sensing. It's going to be a gift. It's going to be a gift from the divine, this kind of intimacy. All right. So what else am I getting? What else am I getting? I am getting you guys might be traveling. You might be visiting like, different lands. I don't know, you guys, I think are very curious people. Okay, you want to learn more, you want to understand more, things like that. So you might be visiting like, certain, I would say monuments or certain points, certain historical sites or something like that. If I put it here, actually, what the sense I'm getting, like archaeologists. Almost like that, digging into hidden mysteries. Like you guys like are going to be a beautiful pair, honestly speaking. I mean, this connection, this marriage, okay, after the initial, I would say, hurdles, is going to turn out to be a gem of a marriage. Like people are going to look up to you. People would want to know how you guys have made this marriage happen so beautifully. Okay, how do you guys gel so well? I am also getting that, when people look at you even after years of marriage, they would be able to see the love that is, that you guys share. Like it's almost like, you guys can look into each other's eyes and understand what the other feels, what the other is feeling, what the other is wanting. Okay, it's just a very very beautiful marriage. And if you guys have ever felt that you would not attract anyone like this, and and so maybe some of you here might be like, okay, like I want a partner like this, but I don't think I'm going to get someone like this, and so I'm going to be single. If that has been your thought, then this is going to absolutely change. Okay, because this person is your other half, literally. Okay, they are the part of your soul. All right, perfect puzzle piece is what I'm hearing. All right, so guys, this is what I'm getting as to how your married life is going to be. Okay, there's just a whole lot of sharing here. Okay, I'm also getting even everyday chores, like tasks, like things around the house, like the dishes, cooking, or groceries, or driving, or whatever. You guys are going to equally share everything. Okay, it's going to be very very beautiful. All right, I'm also getting that the feminine energy in this connection might be very knowledgeable and might be sort of like giving a lot of knowledge which the masculine will listen to. Okay, but I have a feeling the masculine would be more watching her watching how beautiful she is, and full of love, and probably they might not even be listening to the knowledge part, at least initially. Okay, there is just a lot of love here, guys. There's just simply amazing chemistry, lot of love, things shared beautifully with each other, empowerment of both the genders. That's another sense I'm getting. Like both of you will be considering each other your equal. Okay, no one is superior or subordinate here. Once the initial hurdles of like guardedness and hiddenness and stuff is done, okay, this connection is going to come into a beautiful whole. It's like yin and yang energies is what I'm getting. And that's why it's going to be a miracle of a connection and a miracle of a marriage. All right, guys. And yeah, I was getting something about the eyes. Like every time you guys lock eyes, it's just all your emotions come flooding out. Okay, it's almost like it's crazy. Like maybe I don't know, there's something about looking into the eyes of your partner which is, it's almost like looking into a mirror. Okay, so gosh, like wow, this is intense. This is a beautiful connection, guys, but do be patient. Do not go to extremes initially. When it comes to this connection, there will be a certain few hitches or a certain few hiccups, sorry, before this connection comes into beautiful union. Okay, I'm also getting something about a very beautiful meeting or something like that, but they're hiding these things. Okay, so it's gonna be a miracle of a marriage, all said and done. And now going to be the bigger person, yeah, this is what I'm seeing. Both of you are going to leave this King of Swords, Queen of Swords traits of yours and be the bigger person. Like forgive all this hiding and this harshness and strictness that has happened maybe in this connection in the beginning. You guys are going to let that go. Okay, you're going to let that go, and you're going to be the bigger person, forgive, and get into this very beautiful union. Okay, which is like almost a gift from the divine. This is a gift from the divine, this marriage. Okay, and it will emerge at the right time. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, guys. Wow. Okay, bye. Okay, so pile number 3 with the lapis lazuli. as well as the agate stone. So, how is your married life going to be like? Let's read the first card because it tells us a summary. It says, get back into balance. Okay. And this is a blue stone which also indicates communication. Both of them are blue. So, see, what I'm getting is this marriage is all going to be about, balancing out each other. Okay, being in balance within yourself. Let's say you have emotional, you have a tendency, you or your partner have a tendency to go to extremes. Okay, you might need to work on being in balance, being neutral. Okay, that's one. And in terms of the entire marriage, also, I would say is going to be a lot about bringing balance into this relationship. Okay, not going the way of one partner or the other partner, but a compromise and a beautiful sync that you guys will have to work on in this connection. Okay, and I do feel that this connection coming together will also bring about a lot of peace, harmony and balance into your each of you as well. Okay, like the coming of this marriage or the happening of this marriage is going to get you guys to feel very peaceful. Okay, very balanced within yourself, very peaceful. If you guys have felt, I think, like maybe that you haven't got something and you'll never get something, once you get it with your partner, you are going to feel very much at peace. I don't know why this card is telling me a lot about, this marriage being a very peaceful and balanced and harmonious connection. Harmony is the sense I'm getting, with beautiful communication as well. Okay, once the shell, I think, is cracked, maybe initially this connection is going to be a very balanced one. Okay, this marriage is going to be a very balanced one. Okay, so let's keep this aside and let's go on to the next cards. Believe and succeed. Yeah, what was I telling you about balance? Six of coins, King of Pentacles, Alchemist, which is the magician, Daughter of Coins. We have, what is this? Nine of Cups. Then we have the Mars and Venus card. And then we have Rejuvenating Rain. I was telling you this. I hadn't even seen the cards. This is going to be a very healing connection, guys. Okay, so yeah, this is what I got. Anyways, let me get back to you after rearranging the cards. Okay, so give me a minute. Okay, guys, so let us start with pile number 3's married life. How is it going to be? I already told you that it's going to be a very healing connection. It's going to be a very balanced connection between both of you. Okay, now coming to the Believe and Succeed card, I am getting that maybe, this might be a journey for you guys to believe that this connection is going to come to you. A beautiful connection is going to come to you. It might be a journey for you to believe in this. Okay, for this connection to come to you. Okay, like for example, with the Alchemist, I feel you guys might be manifesting this connection, both of you. Okay, maybe before you guys meet, I have a feeling you guys might be like, really. So this might be a person you know or you don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, it depends. All right. But I am seeing with the Alchemist, the magician here, that there is something here about writing down the kind of person you want or working on manifestation to kind of succeed at bringing in this sort of a partner, this beautiful marriage to you. Okay, it's going to be a journey. You guys are going to believe in this dream of yours and you are going to manifest it in your life. All right, that's the sense I'm getting with the Alchemist as well as the Believe and Succeed card. I do feel it's going to be a journey to manifesting this marriage. All right, and there is tremendous power, energetic power that I'm getting, that both of you are going to be I would say putting in or emanating, okay, to bring this connection in. And you will be successful, guys. So if anywhere right now you have not met your partner, or you don't know who it is, or something like that, please continue to believe, please continue to go ahead in terms of what your vision is. Continue your manifestation however you do it, because you are going to be gifted this connection. Your manifestation will come into fruition. All right, this is literally like you guys wishing to the divine, asking the divine, on and on and on, that this is the person I want. Okay, whether it's someone you know or not. Okay, I have a feeling you guys might know your future spouse to some extent. Okay, less or more, I'm not sure. Okay, but there is a sense here of you guys knowing who it is you want and going for it. Okay, but even if it is not someone you know, there is a picture you have in your mind, okay, of the kind of person you want, and you don't want anyone else. You want to succeed only with that person, and you will. The universe is going to gift you this beautiful connection, and when that happens, guys, it's going to feel like rejuvenating rain. Okay, like it's going to be so healing, because you have put in so much of your energy, your effort, your wishing, into this, that it's going to be like it would feel like a blessing. Okay, it would feel like rain after a large period of drought. Okay, I am sensing that you guys might also I would say you guys might even also not have, been indulging in too many connections. Okay, you might have been fairly single or not wanting to mingle. Okay, because you're so convinced that this is what you want, and you don't want anything else or anyone else. Okay, yeah. And when this connection comes, which it will, okay, it's going to feel like peace. Like finally my journey is done, finally the divine has listened, my path was correct, what I've done was correct, me believing in this for so long, has come true. This dream of mine of this perfect marriage, this perfect person, has finally come true. And so the first energy I'm getting here, it's going to be a very peaceful marriage, because I really feel, I see a feminine here just going with the flow, wishing for their person. I see the masculine here kind of actively, going for this sort of a connection. So both of you have had a journey of belief in this marriage. Okay, whether you know each other or not. Okay, and finally there's going to be a meeting of hands here. Okay, and when that happens, it's going to feel like relief. Okay, I'm actually getting a big sense of relief first, and then going forward, this marriage also is going to be very balanced and very healing. Okay, I don't know, I'm seeing a very beautifully balanced connection here. Okay, you guys, your married life will be very balanced, very peaceful, very harmonious. All right, equal give and take. All right, now coming to, I just got a hit, okay, with the King of Pentacles and the Daughter of Pentacles. Maybe the masculine energy might be having a child. Okay, maybe from a previous marriage or something on those lines. Okay, so the feminine the feminine energy might need to be cognizant of that, but I don't see any issues, because I see the feminine here very very flowing. This person's very flowing. All right, very what do you call it, compromising. All right, so yeah, that's one hit I got. But anyways, going ahead, I feel that you guys are also going to have mutual goals. All right, there's something here about mutual goals. And once both of you put your energies into any goal, okay, you guys are going to manifest it. This is some sort of a very powerful connection. Okay, it's like a, the sense I'm getting, divine feminine and divine masculine. Okay, if you actually put it like this is the divine masculine, an alchemist, a manifester, and this is the divine feminine, going with the flow, nurturing, peaceful, beautiful, okay, giving. All right, and because because the feminine is so nurturing and so healing, the masculine is going to be on top of their game in terms of their work. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm getting. There's a very beautiful archetypes of the divine masculine and divine feminine present here. All right, and when both of you join hands, okay, when both of these different energies, okay, different but complementary energies come into harmony and join hands, goals are achieved. Okay, I really feel that maybe the masculine is the one who's going to be setting the goals, and the feminine is going to be supporting them and nurturing them and taking care and helping out or supporting the masculine. Okay, but I am also getting the sense of some mutual goals here. You know, you guys might have a very altruistic goal or a big goal as such in your life, in your career, and both of you have the same sort of intention, is what I'm getting. Yeah, and that is the reason why the energy becomes, you know, double, and that's why you succeed. All right, it's I don't know, this spile is very beautiful, guys. Okay, like right off the bat I'm getting harmony. Okay, right off the bat I'm getting peace and success, because such beautifully harmonious energies are quite rare to find, right? Yeah. I'm also getting a family here. You know, the father, the child, maybe a girl, okay, but apply as fits the father, the child, the mother. Okay, it's going to be a beautiful family, like 10 of cups, guys. Okay, it's a very beautiful connection. It is a connection that is equal in power, equal in sharing of everything. Okay, you guys might like to check out pile 2 also, because I got something there on in terms of equality. Okay, but this is like an equal give and take. All right, that's the sense I'm getting. All right, now I am getting the sense of some sort of a project that you guys might be working on with the daughter of coins. Okay, maybe something big, a big project or goal or something like that. You guys will be nurturing and growing it. Okay, and it's going to be successful. Okay, it's going to be very successful, this thing that you are growing. When you have your partner with you, you know, and the energies kind of double up, you will succeed big time. There's something about both of your energies coming into union that makes miracles and magic happen. Okay, success happen. All right, so yeah, once again I'm getting the sense of pile 2 also, so check that out. All right, so this connection is just a very abundant connection, guys. Okay, I'm seeing 6 of pentacles, I'm seeing daughter of coins, something is growing here. The king of pentacles is a very abundant person. So yeah, another thing I'm getting here is this, that both of you are going to be very abundant, okay, in every area, the masculine also as well as the feminine. I think you guys are like the power couple. Okay, like I think the feminine does their own thing, is abundant in her own world, and the masculine as well. And so when you join forces with each other, it's going to be more and more abundance. Okay, guys, I'm also getting the sense here of some sort of a project that you guys might work on together. Okay, you might grow something, I don't know what it is. Okay, but both of your energies being put into this sort of a project is going to make you guys succeed like almost magically. Okay, there's something about a successful project here. All right, now another thing I'm getting over here is that I don't know, this pile, like I think I don't see too much of like clashes or conflicts like I saw in the other piles. This seems like it's almost like take off. I don't know. So anyways, what was I getting? Yeah, I was getting that there's going to be a lot of gift giving here as well. Okay, both of you are very giving people, very expressive people, very much in love with each other. You are each other's wish fulfillment with the 9 of cups. Okay, and so you guys would, I think, love to give each other surprises, surprise gifts. I'm seeing surprise vacations as well, you know, beautiful locales, beautiful maybe resorts or countries that you guys are going to travel. There's going to be a lot of travel here. Okay, there's going to be a lot of gift giving between each other, helping each other out in different things, you know, maybe household things, maybe work related. It's just, I don't know, there's so much of harmony. I keep getting the word harmony in this connection. That's what we had, balance. Okay, this is going to be a very mature connection, very mature connection. Okay, where where there's equal give and take. I mean, yeah, it will be a growth process as well. I do feel initially, maybe, you know, when you got to know each other, whether you were married at that time or not, maybe you might have been like kids. Okay, you know, you might not have. You know, been immediately together or immediately understood, but I don't know, even then I feel this connection is just something that keeps growing. You know, it keeps getting more and more abundant. That's the sense I'm getting. There's going to be a lot of abundance in this marriage as well. Okay, I am seeing that. Luxury, even luxury, abundance, wealth, you know, and all the things that wealth can buy. All right, it's like going traveling, you know, saving money, giving maybe even charity to people, giving gifts to each other, expensive gifts, beautiful gifts. Okay, having big goals, you know, kind of like to invest your money and actually getting a lot of abundance as well. Yeah, a lot of sense here of finances. Okay, good finances, very good finances, and the finances that keep growing. Okay, so now let's come to the Mars and Venus card because there will always be some sort of a conflict point in every relationship, and that's how we grow, right? So, coming to says his biggest struggle is overcoming the tendency to be self centered, and her biggest struggle is maintaining her sense of self while expanding to serve the needs of others. See, I am getting over here. See, even if you look at the imagery here, okay, this is a very confident masculine. Okay, he's sitting on a throne. He's very confident. He's the king of his world. He's abundant and successful and all of that. Even with this magician, right? However, the feminine energy here is very, you know, like if you look at this, you know, she's very calm, very flowing, very healing, you know, dreamy, almost childlike. All right. So there might be a tendency here for the masculine to be a bit dominating. Okay. I mean, I'm not getting this out of any, like, you know, toxic habit or toxic sort of intention. Okay, it's just that he is someone who's going to be the provider, right? He's used to taking certain decisions, you know, he knows the outside world. All right, and the feminine might be like very, like, you know, dreamy within the house, and you know, might be someone who doesn't like really going into, you know, like the outer world and stuff like that. So it might come off to the feminine when the masculine takes control of things for her, or decides things for her. It might come off as self-centered. You know, this attitude of him wanting to take control, take decisions, might come across as a bit self-centered. Okay, which, you know, the feminine might not like. All right, and because he is self-centered, or has a tendency to dominate, her biggest struggle is maintaining her sense of self. All right, now this is something that happens in marriages, right? Like when you love your partner so much, you sometimes lose your own sense of self. All right, like you are so compromising, so giving, you know, you want to agree so much with your partner despite having reservations. Okay, and I do see this feminine like very peaceful, very flowing, very nurturing, you know, dreamy, childlike. Okay, so you know, there might be a tendency for the feminine to lose herself in this marriage. Okay, yeah, and she needs to understand that she needs to talk it out. Okay, there has to be balance here. So this will be the hitch here. Okay, that's the sense I'm getting. All right, like the feminine will have to put her foot down, that this is what she wants. She might start small. Okay, you can start in small ways, but this marriage will involve the feminine growing up. to become the equal of the masculine, because I don't know why I'm sensing the feminine energy here is very, I would say, very giving, okay, very pliable, I would say. Suppliant, pliable, moldable. Maybe, this might be maybe the feminine might be very young, when she gets married. So that's why this happens, right? But later on, when she actually becomes more cognizant of her own self, she will need to, um, stop expanding herself to always serve, to always say yes. She will have to say no sometimes, okay? And that's when the masculine's, slight self centeredness might, like kind of get better, okay? They might then finally get this realization that, oh, like I think, I didn't think that she has a different opinion, right? Maybe we should do things her way. That's the sense I'm getting, okay? So yeah, this is going to be a point to iron out in this marriage. But I don't know, I'm not sensing this as something too big, okay? It's just a very beautiful connection. That's why this is going to be, you're going to clear this out, okay? Clear the past, heal the present, okay? Maybe initially you guys will have this issue, okay, that one person tends to be more self-centered, the other person tends to be more serving, and but this will heal, okay? This will heal. It will take some time to kind of come at balance with each other. This also says get back into balance. Yeah, so none of you, like, balance, when do you have to get back into balance? When you have gone to the extremes, right? So yeah, I do feel here the masculine might be a bit dominating, the feminine might be more compliant, okay? And both of you need to come into balance here. You will need to work on balance in this connection, and when this balance is struck, guys, then you guys can succeed at just anything. It's going to be a beautiful connection after that. Okay, very healing, very harmonious, very balanced. I'm also getting that, like, one message I was getting here was that maybe the masculine might have a child, okay, from maybe a previous marriage. But if that's not the case, you guys will have a child together, okay? Maybe a daughter, but that's just details, okay? But you will have a child together if you're worried about that, okay? And it's just that any kind of, I would say, any kind of problems you guys have faced before the marriage, it's going to heal all of it. Maybe I'm getting clear the past, heal the present, right? I am getting that maybe before marriage or something like that, you guys, if you've been in relationships that were not good, okay, either of you, all of that will be wiped away, okay? Because this is going to come as such rejuvenation, this marriage, okay? It will clear up the past hurts. It's going to heal your heart. All right, and if it is in this marriage that there were problems, that also will be healed, okay? This is a very beautiful connection. It's going to form into a very beautiful marriage as well once the work is done. All right, for some of you, I don't think there is much work also. I just feel it's a beautifully flowing connection, okay? Now, but you guys will always have to work to be in harmony with each other, be in balance with each other, not tipping the scales to dominance or submission, all right? Always being equal, all right? Now, coming to the intimacy department, this is the Nine of Cups, okay? So the card Nine of Cups itself is telling me that, it's going to be wish fulfillment, all right? The sex here is going to be very healing, very healing, very calming, very soothing, and a total wish fulfillment, okay? A beautiful give and take of emotions, and basically it's going to be a big success. Your chemistry is going to be a big success. Your sex life is going to be a huge success. There's some sort of magical energy when both of your energies meet, okay? Both of you would want to give so much to each other, so much love, so much pleasure, so much soothing, okay? It's just going to come as rejuvenation, all right? I am sensing that this is going to be a very stable, very regular, and very beautiful sex life. I do feel The masculine will be the dominating one, more so the dominating one in this, okay? And the feminine will be more, allowing, okay? But whatever it is, the chemistry between you guys, the intimacy between you guys is going to be very beautiful, okay? Very, very harmonious, very beautiful, just like your connection. I'm also getting with the Nine of Cups here. I see a man trying to convince the woman. So yeah, it is possible that the feminine is a bit shy. Okay, I am getting that. The feminine might be a little bit shy when it comes to sex. Okay, but the masculine is very good at what do you call it? Convincing her. Yeah, the masculine will be good at convincing her, and she might grow in terms of sexual expression. Okay, once he's gentle with her, which he will be. Okay, he'll be a rock. All right, I am getting the masculine in this connection is going to be the provider. All right, a very beautiful provider, and maybe even the feminine has her own abundance, but I am getting this as a very responsible guy. King of Pentacles is a very responsible guy. All right, so yeah, that's another thing I'm getting. And what else? Yeah, I was talking about the intimacy, right? Yeah, the masculine will have to maybe kind of convince the feminine, and after some time, after she's like very comfortable and very like calm, then this connection, this intimacy is going to be beautiful. Okay, it's going to be like equal give and take, magical, maybe even frequent. So yeah, there might be a little bit of a, I would say, training period for the feminine initially, but then it's going to be wish fulfillment, guys. It's going to be very abundant, and I did say you will have a kid as well. But it's just a very beautiful, I mean, this marriage I'm getting, this is just a beautiful sense of the coming together of masculine and feminine energies, beautiful energies as such. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the feminine in this connection is going to be very healing. I don't know, there's just something about the feminine energy. Like, I think it's not just that she's healing to her partner, I think she's in general a very healing person. Okay, because I see this woman as almost like an angel. And this is the perfect, I mean, she is going to calm down the masculine. She's going to bring so much of peace, soothing, nurture, to the masculine. I think she might be the one who cooks as well. Okay, like beautiful cooking, I feel, keeping the house beautiful, watering the plants, and that's the sense I'm getting from the feminine energy here. Whereas the masculine is all, like all about, like succeeding, achieving, a very masculine energy, goal setting, all of that. But it's such a beautiful balance and mix of energies that everything is like smooth sailing mostly in this. Just that one person might have a tendency to dominate, but that will also be healed, all right, in this marriage. So overall I'm getting this as a very beautiful balanced connection, just like this card said. I feel even in communication you guys are not hesitant. Okay, the feminine might speak softly, okay, softly, slowly, few words. The masculine will be like, okay, tell me what you want, that sort of stuff. It's a very beautiful energy that I'm getting, guys. Okay, this marriage is going to be a success. Okay, no matter what hurdles you guys face, between each other once in a while, this marriage is going to be a success because it is a gift for you from the universe. All right, it is what do you call it? It's a wish fulfillment. You are exactly what you guys manifested. Whatever you guys wanted, you've got a partner just like that. So wow, guys, this is what I'm getting for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.